I would say that that's a pretty unusual morning because we have rain, not much rain, very, very light rain, but it is raining out there and things are wet. And you can see that we also have a couple of elk in the yard. I can't really, without walking out there, I can't shoot. You can see them, but you can see that the baby elk there is a spotted baby. Still has his spots. There he is as we zoom in on him. That's pretty nice. The baby is, he's eating too, it looks like. I don't know. It looks like he's eating also. Laying down eating. It's kind of a lazy baby. Must be a bull. That's pretty cool right there. We didn't get much rain out of it, but we got 1.5 inches plus whatever's going to happen during these little deals right here. I keep thinking it's going to start raining hard. So far, hasn't started. As we get ready for our morning coffee, we find that the elk are multiplying. There's another one laying off out in the woods. Nice little shot of that cow laying out there. She was walking around out there a minute ago, and she decided to just take it easy and lay down on this misty, rainy morning. Not much rain, but a little bit of moisture. But if we look around, we see that there is another baby right there. Another baby elk. And if we just go ahead and change windows, we get back to the front. 2 baby elk. That one down there just laying down. It's not dead. Laying down. Those are 2 baby elk right there. And then if we'll just look off over here, I know we're looking through the slats. There's 1, 2, 3 more mamas. So what we actually have is 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got six elk total here this morning. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another one out in the woods. So we actually have 3 babies and 4 adults. So that's pretty cool. Those 2 babies right there just kind of enjoying the nice cool morning. I might just walk out there and, I know they'll probably run, but I'll walk out there and see if we can get a little bit better, a better look at them without looking through the slats. Well, that didn't work out too well, but you can see all the babies. You can see all the babies out there also. Beamer came out with me. It didn't scare them too badly, but it did kind of frighten them when they all ran off. That's kind of nice morning out here. It's cool. I should be out there fishing, but Chris and I are here by ourselves this morning. I'm thinking that Deandra's going to come and help throughout the week. We've got some guests coming in a couple of days. And I'll be going out of town to work for a couple of days. The rain gauges are simply more wet than anything else. Possibility of heavy rain last night, and we just you're hard pressed to get a tenth out of it. But just the heavy rains never came. They're in Dallas. The heavy rains are down south of us, just south, right along the river. And we're not but about 30 miles above the Red River here. The Red River separating Oklahoma and Texas. And they're getting heavy, heavy rains. Those rains are coming, I believe, from the hurricane. But we didn't get them here. Out of the other rain that was ahead of the hurricane, we got 1.5 inches, and we're just getting this little outward band. And Dallas is having flooding, helicopter rescues, car rescues, and we're having Not much of anything. Look down there to Beamer. That's what Beamer thinks about it right there. Beamer thinks this is pretty nice and cool. Other than that, not much wet. A little quick peek over on the other side of the house. We can see that the deer are in the prayer circle and enjoying the cool, rainy morning also. I see 4 bucks out there looking around there as soon as we clear up. Just coming out of the house, coming out of their building. Snow White just went around the corner. There's either Casper or Ice there. Look out there to the baby deer. They're waiting for Jimmy to come out with some bottles of milk. You can see just a little bit of rain trying to fall there. It's just misty is about it. We've had, as we checked on the other side, 1/10 of an inch since I emptied them out last night at between 1.4 and 1.5. Just west of here, they've had over 6 inches in one area, 4 inches, 5 inches. Dallas is having flooding just south down around Ardmore, which is only 20 miles south. 20 miles south. They've had well over 2 inches of rain during the night, not counting what they got yesterday when we got that 1.5. There was 2 of my babies out there earlier. I only see little Whitey out there right now. He's looking at me through the window saying, "Come on out here, Jimmy. I'm mixing up some formula right now for you guys." And so I'll be out there. I haven't seen little Lucille poke her head out this morning. Now I look over there and you see Prince Charming. Oh my goodness, Prince Charming. Oh my goodness, Prince Charming. I think you've added. We'll be doing the antlers video a little bit later this week and see if you think he's added or not. He's gonna poop right on cue. But it's a beautiful morning out there. 71 degrees. And the bucks are enjoying themselves. Way across over in that little field over there is a bunch of wild turkeys. We've had elk on the other side of the house, so it's a pretty doggone good August morning. Get that big TC. Oh my goodness. Those guys and that little girl sure been hoping you'd show up with a little food. Yeah. Don't have too much left, do we? I think I'm gonna have to go to town and get some more. Yeah. We get that shipment in. You know, people are saying that we need to name that little girl, give that little girl a name right there. Somebody said we ought to call her Bump because she had that bump on her throat, but I don't think that's a good name. Look at all those bucks lined up there. Isn't that cool? That is so cool right there. They're all lined up there, and they let her get in there with them. Not any problem whatsoever. No. She just kind of, somebody said we ought to name her Tomboy because she's a tomboy. She likes to run around with the boys. Yeah. But I think most girls like to run around with the boys, don't they? I know I always like the girls that like to run around with the boys. It's the kind of girls I like to run around with, too. Look at that. I'm telling you, that's quite a picture out there. That's a pretty neat deal. But somebody said they ought to name her Molly. I kind of like that name, don't you?
Yeah, that's a good name.
Molly. Hey, Molly. She said, I don't know the name Molly. She doesn't know a name. Nobody's always just called her little girl. Yeah. Hey, Molly. We give you a name, Molly? Yeah. I got some stuff out at that show, a little deal that's ultrasonic that you put on a dog or a human and keep the ticks and fleas away from them. I might try to get one. I don't know if I'll get it done, get one on Forrest's collar, one of his collars. I don't know if that can happen. It's just a little bitty deal. I don't know. We'll see. But we probably can put it on the babies when they start running around.
Yeah.
And see if it works. I got 4 or 5 of them just to see if they'll work. Be kind of cool deal if they would do it. It's a good deal for hunters, you know, out turkey hunting or deer hunting. If you can keep the ticks off of you. We'll find out sometimes. Turkey wants to get in there and he's a little afraid of getting in that line, isn't he? That's pretty cool right there. A lot of crunching going on.
Yeah.
Again.
Is it fish food?
What?
Fish food.
Oh, that's South Fresh. Oh, that's our fish food.
Yes, sir.
That's what you're feeding the deer right now?
Yeah.
Since we haven't got the other food in?
Yeah.
South Fresh Fish Food, I'll be. And they're eating it just fine.
Good.
They're loving it. They're loving it. Well, they know how to swim. May catch one on the spinnerbait now. What about the albinos? Are the albinos eating that also?
No, they still got.
You still got some other feed for them?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll be. Have you tried the little ones?
No, I just put the last one yesterday to them. And
Well, I think I made it go down and get some more regular food for them. They're having trouble. They're having trouble getting the time to run it down there because they're selling so much fish food. And but I guess you can feed your deer fish food when you run out of deer food. Yeah. Feed them fish food. South Fresh Fish Food. I'll be. Well, it's good high protein stuff, and they seem to like it just fine.
Yeah.
They love it. In fact, look at that. Isn't that something? Well, who would have ever thought? Who would have ever thought? Oh, and they might grow gills. If they'll eat that, maybe we can feed them shad. Crawfish. Well, they're sure enjoying it. It's probably not too awful much different formulation. Now, surely it can't hurt them, I wouldn't think.
No.
Yeah, I'll be. Isn't that something? Well, that's pretty cool. Big little herd of bucks eating South Fresh Fish Food since we're out of South Fresh deer food. But we should have some coming in. They're getting full, Apache.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, they're getting full. Apache's feeding them some stuff out of the garden. Got cucumber, squash, zucchini. And he's already fed the white deer some and fed some of the yard bucks. You can see they're still seeing what we got there. Oh, there's some cucumber. We don't know about that cucumber. Yeah, Wild Child says, I believe I'll eat it. They've already eaten quite a bit. He's cutting up quite a bit for them. We're trying to get them broken off of that milk. They love that milk. They just simply love the milk. That's all there is to it. And the only way I think we can break them off of it is just fill them up, keep them full. We've got food in there in a pan, so they got plenty of dry food to eat. They're getting plenty of vegetables. And then I've been letting them out when I'm home, and I'll be home pretty much all this week, letting them out in the evening, letting Chris mess around with them. But there they are. They're just about full. They just about had it now. They're just messing around. Not too interested. You know what they're thinking, Apache? How about some milk? You reckon that's what they... I bet that's what they're thinking. How about a little milk, boss? If they got some milk, I bet they'd just gobble it up like they're starving to death. That's what they always do. You notice how little Lucille is compared to the other two. My goodness, she's tiny. She is just a tiny little girl, and she's the prettiest one of the lot. Oh, look at her. She said, oh, that squash is good. Oh, I'm loving that squash. It's tender. It's part of it, I think. They must like the flavor of that squash a lot, too. Yeah, that's got a good flavor to it. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, Apache plants us a garden every year. Yeah. Well, let's get George over here and get our pen finished so we can put them in a little bit bigger area where they'll have room to run around. And we'll let the grass grow back here in the yard. That'll grow back. It'll be solid grass, we hope. Little Lucille, you're about to pop and you're still eating, girl. Look at her belly. Yeah. Look at her belly.
Little belly.
Lucille, are you going to have a baby Lucille there? Little Whitey says, I've had all I can stand to that. My belly's about to pop too. I let them out this evening. They won't run much. I'm going to let them out here after bed. How cool does it get? Y'all got to quit eating sometime. Whitey says, I believe I'll have another bite. They're just like me eating. They don't know when to quit. If there's food left, they just keep on. Mercy, mercy, mercy. Well, they got a little left over for a little late night snack there.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And Whitey's found him a green leaf out there. Actually, Wild Child had it found first. And she started eating it, and he took it away from her. She took it away from him. Now she's taking it back away from her. She's trying to get it all down. He's got some of it in his mouth. Now she's about to kill it. I think I see another one just like it laying there on the ground. All I gotta do is reach over and pick it up. It's funny, they will eat. Gonna find Chris over here in a minute. When they find Chris, they're gonna find out that Chris has apples. That's right, I've cut up a nice green apple. And Chris is gonna get after that apples. And we're gonna end this video, hopefully showing some zoomies. I don't know, we're about used up about all the y'all's time that we need to use up this week with this video. And so hopefully they do some zoomies here in a little bit. It's a nice evening, and we'll see what happens. Whitey has come over there by Chris. Give him an apple, baby. Talk to him.
Oh, I did.
Give him an apple. Hold out an apple to him. Hold it out there. Hold one out there. Don't let him eat out of the deal. Just hand it to him, because the others are going to come over there too, probably. Whitey will eat the whole apple. Lucille? Lucille, you better get over here. Takes him a little while to crunch it up, don't it? Oh, Lucille's found her a leaf over there. She's happy with that leaf. Whitey, he's happy with the apple. Better call her, honey. Lucille.
I see.
Lucille, come here. Lucille, come here. Come here, baby. Whitey's getting all the apples. Lucille, come on over here to Chris, baby. Oh, she's searching and finding treasures of leaves. So is Wild Child. Come on, Wild Child. Look over here. Come here, Lucille. Whitey says, I'll eat the whole plateful. I don't have a problem. I'll eat the whole thing. Oh, my goodness, that's good. Oh, my goodness, that's good, Chris. Oh, man, that is so good. That is so good. Yes, it is. Lucille, you better come over here. You better come over here, Lucille. You better come over here, Lucille. Lucille, looky here. Looky here what we got. Looky here, baby. Here. Whitey says, what are you doing? Looky there. Yeah, looky there. How was that, Lucille? Mm-hmm. Lucille says, I'll have some more of that. Here you go. Oh, we dropped that one. You dropped that one. Okay, you can feed them, honey. I'm gonna let it go just a little bit with you feeding them there, and then I'm gonna shut it off. And Whitey's really getting big, isn't he? I think he's grown to be pretty good size there. Yeah, I think he's grown to be pretty good size. Look how much bigger he is than Lucille, baby. She is tiny compared to Wild Child and little Whitey. Wild Child, you better get over and get you some of these, girl. Holler at her.
Come here.
Come here, Wild Child. Come here, Wild Child. She's not going to. Nope, she finally showed up. Half of the apples are gone. Give Wild Child some, honey. Takes them a little bit chewed up, doesn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, she's wanting to get. She says, I'll eat out of the plate. I'll eat out of the plate. I'm good eating out of the plate. Yeah, give some to your baby, Lucille, or my baby. I think Lucille's my baby. They're loving those apples, aren't they? And go around the yard and see if we'll get them zooming a little bit. I don't know if they'll zoom tonight or not, but it's kind of cool, so they should be into zooming, I would think. Lucille says, don't forget me, boss. Don't forget me. I'm a little bitty girl. She sucks it in when you get it around her mouth, though, doesn't she? She sure does. She's so tiny in compared to those other two. Little Whitey says, I think I'll go gather up some other stuff. Well, that's Chris feeding the babies. We'll see if we can't get them zooming. If not, that'll end this week's video. We'll see what happens here in the next little bit. I didn't get it on quite quick enough to get her that time. She'll get started back here in a minute. How about a little zoomies, Lucille? How about some zoomies, girl? How about some zoomies? You want to zoom? You zoom. I'll see if I can keep up with you. Yep, that was a quickie. Here she comes. There she goes. I got fire ants crawling up my legs, honey, and they're biting the snot out of me. Kaboo, I see you peeking around that corner. I see you peeking around that corner. Come on, let's run. Come on. Woohoo! I don't know where the other two are. They didn't come around the front at all. I haven't seen them. I stepped in this wad of fire ants and got them biting the snot out of me. That's what I'm talking about. That was a pretty short run there, girl. Oh, there's Beamer. That's the reason. Yeah, Beamer scare you? Is you running from Beamer? Dang, these fire ants will bite the fire out of you. There's Beamer. She's watching Beamer. Beamer came out to see Chris. There's your dog, Chris. There's your dog, Charlie Brown. Yeah, there's your dog. She come out to see you. Yep. She come out to see you. And when she did, Lucille took off like a banshee. She's ran a little bit. I've got her just a little bit, but not much. Doing the best I can. I don't know where the other two are. They're around here somewhere. The other two, I just saw them streak by up there. They must be going around that building. No, I see one of them behind a tree. Yeah, there's one of them. There's both of them right there. They streak by. Now, if they see us down here, they might come on down here. You know, thinking about size and the size of the deer up there in the pen, these guys look pretty big when you get them out like this. Here they come, here they come, here they come, here they come, here they come. Woo-hoo! Ah, we got some zoomies going. Not around the building. You're supposed to zoom out here in the yard, but just run around the building. We'll see if we can catch them. Maybe they can come around the other side. There's one. There he goes. Going around the building. There he goes. Well, it didn't take him long. I don't know if he's going to come back around the other side of the building or not. But boy, it took him about 2-3 seconds to come. And here he comes again. Oh, I don't know who that is. But she's definitely zooming, she or he. Oh, he's going to zoom out in the woods now. Looky there. Looky there. He's way out there in the woods. I lost him. Here he comes coming back. Oh, that was Lucille took off there too. My goodness. Definitely zoomy land. Definitely zoomy land, zoomy land, zoomy land. Woo, Jimmy. Can't keep up with them running that fast. Well, can they run or can they run? My goodness. Sometimes they just get going around the house. That's what that one's doing. Now he's going to run off out in the woods. They're exploring the territory a little bit more all the time. Every time we let them out, they try to go a little bit further. And that's dangerous because they can get out and maybe not find their way back. And then we have to go hunt them down in the middle of the night. I don't want to do that. Well, there comes Lucille walking back. Yeah, one of them zoomed down over the hill and hadn't come back. There's another one coming behind Lucille. I saw one of them back in the building. I could see through the door and saw one of them walking the building. I think that was that one right there. They're walking back down here. Lucille's just kind of feeding around. They're kind of just eating the grass and the leaves right now. I guess no more zoomies for tonight, maybe. So that might wrap us up. We'll see what they do here. There's all of them. There's the other one too. So they're all still right there. They're probably ready to go back in there. I'm only going to feed them 3 bottles of milk tonight. They're not going to get 6 bottles. I'm trying to wean them off of that milk. But I'm going to let them feed out here a little bit before I do that. Here we go. Here we go. That's what we wanted to see. Wanted to see some multiple zoomies. They didn't zoom too much. That was a quick zoom, wasn't it? They all decided they'd stop and eat some grass. The zoomies sounded pretty good, pretty fun there for a while till they got in this real pretty Bermuda in the front yard. They're just pretty when they run, aren't they? Aren't they something when they run? Oh, they want to play. When they get to bucking is when it's really cool. When they do their zoomies and they start bucking like a bucket bronc, that's really something special. That's really something special. They're all right there close together. They might go down to water and get them a little something to drink. I don't know. That old tree's gonna be falling down one of these days. It can't make it too much longer. It's got a light on it. It's gonna break the light when it does that. So, but I guess that's just part of it. It's been there. It's been a light pole for a lot of years. The tree was alive at one time. It died. We just cut the top off of it and let it be. Cut the top off of it and let it be a light pole. And it's worked pretty good for a lot of years. One of these days, it's gonna fall and take the light pole with it. Light pole may be the only thing that's holding it up right now. I don't know. That light pole's not too stout. There's the babies out enjoying themselves. Yeah, they are. Oh, they found a leaf. They're gonna fight over a leaf there. That's Lucille's leaf. Let her have it. Aren't they special to watch run around? Oh, I found a whole tree. Looky there what I found. Man, we can all eat on this thing for a while. Look at all those leaves. Yeah, look at all those leaves. That limb's been cut off, maybe by a beaver or something. I don't know. We'll go around and get her something to drink. I saw little Whitey go back in there, gonna get and find some water. And the other two, looks like they're gonna do the same thing. Well, I had them all three up here at my feet just a second ago, petting and loving on all of them. Lucille came up and then the other three came up. So I guess we'll end this video this week right here. Looky there, that white tail come up when that deer saw. They're gonna go up there and visit Chris now. That deer saw Beamer laying up there. Oh, Beamer's not laying up there. I thought Beamer was laying. Oh, Beamer's back behind. I knew. Look at that tail go up. Look at that tail go up. Beamer's laying back in behind Chris. And little Whitey had to come up there and visit with her a little bit and get a little loving. All righty. I guess that we've got about all the zoomies we're going to get out of them. They're just going to feed now. So I guess that'll take care of this week's baby deer, big deer, Chris deer, whatever. Y'all guys have a good one out there. And remember, I sure do love you. Oh, you see, I sure do love you too, baby.